Welcome to the Everyday Ellises.
We are pure family chaos on the West Coast,
With two beautiful babies
renovating houses, adventuring, growing.
and a dash of drama.
Listen in.
I'm John,
I'm Amanda.
and we are
Everyday Ellises. Hello.
Hello.
What's up, love?
All right.
John has a surprise topic. He wouldn't tell me what it was, so let's find out together.
Okay. So, the question of the day, which I hope our listeners ask themselves before we dive into it, is if your house was on fire, family members aside, would you run back in to grab something? And if so, what would you grab?
Wow. Well, do you already have something that you've thought of that you would pick? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
So people are out of the house. It's just to get one item or items.
Obviously, family members, so that's not on the table here. We're just talking about material items. Something in your house. Your house is on fire.
Back in the day, I would have said, pictures. Now, most of our pictures with the past 10-ish years are on some cloud somewhere. Mm-hmm. But maybe an external hard drive, because I do know that some of our pictures are still on the external hard drive. Okay. And in that same area, I do have a collection of photos.
Yeah.
I have some of the kids' keepsake stuff in their closet. The photos are in this closet. But I don't know, that makes me think maybe I should put them together in case there was an emergency. I'd just be grabbing one tote. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I
don't have as many sentimental items anymore. I mean, maybe some jewelry. That would be sad if we lost jewelry. I couldn't pass it on to Hudson or Harlow, and we've talked about that. Yeah. Passing along some of that to them as when they get older. I don't mind. I mean, I have some of my childhood stuff, but I think after I'm gone, my kids aren't really going to want that. I think maybe your, I should just say fire stuff. Some of your fire stuff, the kids might feel connection to that.
Let's not lose focus. We're risking our lives to come in here and get this stuff.
I mean, your helmet's really cool.
Is it worth risking our life for? Really?
Okay, if I'm going to be honest, nothing is worth coming back in the house for.
Yeah.
I wouldn't come back in the house. Whatever is on the external hard drive, because we talk about this often, most likely our kids aren't even going to look at these pictures. They're really just for us.
It's for us, yeah.
So
it's for us.
Once we're gone, then it's gone. So I wouldn't come back in here if it meant risking my life. Yeah. I would just let it burn down.
Yeah, it's a good answer. So I have two stories. B.B. King, blues legend, he had a guitar called Lucille, and I'm gonna butcher this, but I'm pretty sure that as the story goes, there was a house that caught fire, and he ran into the house to grab his guitar, and it was that guitar, and got it out. And I want to say in a different fire that same night, there was a young girl who died, and her name was Lucille. Something like that. I might have the story completely wrong. But the idea is that he named it after her because he's like, I shouldn't have gone in. And he's like, in remembrance of her. And then I was on a fire where this fire was quite large. I don't know what specifics I'm legally allowed to give out. So, but anyways, a fellow firefighter of mine almost died. I thought I was going to die a couple times. It was one of the bigger ones I've ever been on. And a guy went back in. He went back in to get a Pokemon card that apparently he thought was worth about $200,000. And he ended up being okay, but his journey was not so easy. I don't think he was hurt or anything, but he thought he wasn't going to make it out.
Okay, so if you had to answer, what would you say?
Ironically, I was going to say the same thing as you. So for me, there's two things that come to my mind. One, all that I care about are the pictures of the journey we've had, right? Because I can't remember 2 days ago.
What day is it today?
I don't know.
What day of the week?
It's day one of work. I'm on sick leave icing my testicles right now, guys. I just had a vasectomy.
I'm going to cut that out.
Anyways, that's how I know what day of the week it is.
It's the day after
The Fire
Valentine's.
families will laugh at that.
So you should know what day it is.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's 15th. Right?
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yes.
Um,
Which is also interesting. When you do your calendar in the morning, do you not look at what day it is?
I haven't been doing that this past week.
I know, but when you do it, do you look at what day it is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you thought of photos.
So for me, like, as we already discussed, this is all about us. There's pretty much nothing we pull from this house that the kids are going to be like, yeah, I would have risked my parents' life for that item, right?
Yeah.
So my dad gave me his dad's old guitar. It's an old Martin. That thing's got to be it's worth a lot of money. It's over 100 years old. I wouldn't risk my life for that. Like, I like to think we love that guitar, and if I had a chance, I'd go get it, but would I? No, I wouldn't. No. It's more important that I raise my children. But yeah, I did think, like, selfishly, all our pictures are on an external hard drive, right? I would try to make a run for that external hard drive, because that's literally my life, right? I don't have it all up here. I can't remember any of it. But when I'm sitting in a retirement home someday, you best believe
You're going to have it pulled up on your laptop.
Yeah, I'm
when
gonna
it's
have
like,
that thing on
it's going to be like a
repeat.
screen, actually. It'll just be projected
Just cycling.
somehow. Or through your, like, glass,
Yeah,
whatever.
Maybe implanted in my brain.
Yeah.
But I'll be re-enjoying the younger years of my life.
Yeah.
And then the other one was for all the crypto people out there. Yeah, your passwords and keys to all your money. It's important stuff. You don't keep that on a device. You keep those written down somewhere in physical form. So if those were to burn up or get lost, they'd be gone forever.
So, yeah, that's like a whole other thing of, like... This is like...
Which is just money at that point. This is money. Are you willing to risk your life for money?
Which is... Yeah, well, let's not take the conversation there, but that's a whole other topic that I am now reminded about what we said we were going to do.
But maybe we should have more of a go bag. You know what I mean?
But Hudson has been asking for that.
Yeah, maybe we should have more of a go bag.
So back to if the house is on fire, what would you do? Yeah, I would just say stay out. It's not worth risking our lives or whoever is responding to the call. I think, like, as we were talking, I think of, like, oh man, Hudson's taggy, but, like, I got it at Target. Hopefully Target still sells it. Harlow doesn't have anything sentimental that she attached onto after she gave up her pacifier. Like, we've tried, she has, like, different blankets and different stuffies, different things, but none of it is, like, as sentimental as Hudson's taggy. Yeah, just, you know, the lives are more important than anything.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, right? It makes you wonder, one, what's that one thing? And two, if that's the only thing that really matters, let's reevaluate everything else in our house.
Yes. Get rid of it.
Do we really need anything?
Yeah.
Right? And we have a lot of things for a reason. It's because we like to enjoy life, and life is things a lot of the time. But it's just an interesting perspective, isn't it? You're like, well, if I wasn't going to grab that in a fire, then do I really need it?
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Have a great day.